Okay students, today topic is Ampere's circuital law and its proof and its applications we are going to discuss. Let us start the Ampere circuital law. Whatever that today I am explaining, that is very important for the 3 marks question. Okay, right, let us see here what is Ampere circuital law. That is, the statement of the Ampere circuital law is the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path is equal to the mu naught times of net current enclosed by that path. This is our Ampere's circuital law. What we are telling it here, that is the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path, okay, is equal to the mu naught times of the net current enclosed by that path. Line integral of magnetic induction, how we write? Okay, you see here integration b bar dot dl bar. This is said to be line integral. Line integral means integration along the length. Okay, line integral of what? Magnetic induction. B is the magnetic induction. Its line integral means we are doing the integration along its length. Line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path is equal to the mu naught times of net current enclosed by the path. That is the current enclosed. This is our Barrett's law, that Ampere circuital law in mathematical form. Okay, what we are telling it here, that is the line integral of magnetic induction, that is integration along the length of magnetic induction, that is equal to mu naught times of net current enclosed. Okay, let's take one example for this where we can see this line integral we can apply. We can consider this is a closed path. Okay, we can consider this is a closed path. There are several currents are there. We can take this is a inward current, that is I1, and this is outward current, or otherwise this is also we can take as the inward current only. Inward current. What is the meaning of cross? Cross indicates the inward. Okay, we take it as a cross, that is I2. This is the dot I3, outward current. This is I4, cross. Okay, we take I5 at outside. Now here one more we will take, that is I6. Okay, now here we are taking the several current carrying conductors at here. This dot I indicates the outward current. Outward current means current wire is coming outward from this point. Okay, that current wire, you have to assume that the current wire is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. For example, on paper if you write the dot, okay, this is considered as a paper, right? We can take the perpendicular like this, it is there wire. Okay, I will draw the diagram. Okay, you see here outward current means how it will be there. This is your paper, right? Okay, on this you drawn dot I. Its meaning is that the current wire is passing like this, that the current wire is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and the current is flowing outward, that indicates the dot. Cross indicates, this is if it is a plane of paper, right? The current wire is entering, that the current wire is there, that is perpendicular to plane of paper, and the current is entering into the plane of paper. That is the meaning of the inward current and outward current. Dot indicates the outward current, that the current comes out from the paper or the plane, right? Down in that cross indicates the inward current, right? Current enters into the paper. Then in the both the cases, the current wire is perpendicular to the plane of paper in both the cases, right? Dot indicates the outward current. Current is perpendicular to plane and current flows outward. That is the meaning of the dot. Cross indicates the inward current. Clear, students? Right? That is the outward current and inward current. Now, for example, we are taking this as a closed path. Okay, this is the closed path. You take any closed path, whatever it may be. Right? For example, in the figure, this is the closed path. Now you take the small element. Due to this all current wires, here the magnetic field will be there. Is it correct? Magnetic field will be there at every point due to these all current wires. Then if you want line integral of this small element on the closed loop we can take as the dl, and the line integral of magnetic induction, line integral of magnetic induction. Okay, line integral of magnetic induction, that is according to the Bayes-Savartla, what we write here, that is the line integral of magnetic induction is equal to, right, nu naught times of current enclosed. What is the current enclosed in this path? That is current enclosed in this path is, we should not consider I1 and I5 because I1 and I5 are outside and inside currents only we have to take, because according to this line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. Then what is enclosed current in this? The enclosed current is I2, right? I2 is inward current, I3 is outward current, and I4 is inward current, I6 is outward current. This is the current enclosed. Okay, what we are taking it here, we are doing like this, that we are taking that inward current and outward current, they are in opposite direction. If you take the inward current as positive, right, outward current you should take as, okay, we are taking the cross inward current as positive, inward current as positive, inward current we are taking as positive, and outward current you have to take as, outward current you have to take as negative. Clear? Okay, then you should not consider the outside currents, you should consider only inside the loop. And what is the use of this uh, Ampere circuital law? What we can do with by using this law? This, by using this law we can find out the magnetic induction, just like by using Bayes-Savartla law also we are finding the magnetic induction due to current wire. Then similarly here also we can find out the magnetic induction, that is Ampere circuital law. Ampere circuital law, Ampere circuital law is used to find the magnetic induction, right? It is used to find the magnetic induction due to current wire, similar to just Bayes-Savartla. By using Bayes-Savartla also we are finding the magnetic induction, and here by using Ampere circuital law also we have to find out the magnetic induction. Let's continue it. Then further what we have to do it here, we have to take what is the difference between the Bayes-Savartla and Ampere circuital law? In Bayes-Savartla, okay, in Bayes-Savartla what we are doing, okay, that is also used to find out the magnetic induction, that in Bayes-Savartla small element that is whose length is dl, that is the current element, okay, idl, that is taken on current wire, is it right? That is taken on wire, just like this is a current carrying wire. On this we are taking the small element whose length is dl, and from this element at a distance r we can find out the magnetic induction, that magnetic induction is dB. There is a formula for the dB, that dB formula, magnetic induction due to current wire, is nu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square, ideal sin theta by r square. This is the formula based on the Bayes-Savartla law, based on Bayes-Savartla law. In this we are taking the small element on the wire, right? This is the current wire, but in while applying the Ampere circuital law, while applying the Ampere circuital law, while applying the Ampere circuital law, don't join lately Babu, in middle of the class you will disturb. Okay, in Ampere circuital law, in Ampere circuital law, what we have to do it here, in Ampere circuital law the small element that is length is dl is taken on closed loop, not on current wire. Okay, not on current wire. For example, this is a current wire. Okay, this is a current wire. For example, we can consider this is a current wire. Now we have to take the closed loop like this. I will explain clearly. Yes, अभी हो गया एक्चुअली। लेट से ज्वाइन करने वाला को मैंने एडमिट नहीं कर रहा है, इसका वजह से ज्वाइन नहीं हो रहा है। ठीक है, अभी ज्वाइन किया, अभी हो गया सब, अभी सभी हो, सबको हो गया। यस, कौन सा इक्वेशन? आम्पेयर, आम्पेयर सर्किट लॉ क्या दिया हुआ बुक में? बुक में दूसरा फार्मूला दिया है क्या? हाँ, पढ़िए, बोलिए क्या दिया? हाँ, ओ, that is your wish. You can write like this also, there is no problem. This is B, bar indicates vector. B is already magnetic in field, that is vector. Okay, we can write both are correct, whatever the thing that they gave in the textbook and I wrote the same, both are correct only, there is no mistake. Okay, b dot dl is there na, integration like it may be laid there like this, integration b bar dot dl bar is equal to nu naught I. Is it like this, Babu? Then both are bars are not there na, right? Like this it will be there, integration b dot dl is equal to nu naught I. Both are same, Babu. Bar indicates just it is a vector. Okay, you know very well, if the bar is not there, then what happens, you know it, whether it is vector or scalar you don't know. That's why for your clarification I am giving that one, and it is absolutely correct because the notations in different textbooks it will be different, will be there, not will be same. I am using some reference books also, some others also, then from that I am writing 100%, not only NCERT, there are so many books I am following to make the notes and to explain you. Then that's why whatever the notations that I am using, there is no problem. But if I will give like this, instead of b bar dot dual bar is equal to nu naught times of, for example, charge I gave, then it will be wrong because b is there, dl is there, but I changed the current term to charge. This is absolutely wrong. Like this if I will give, then that will be wrong. But if notation only changed, then here for example in the textbook only nu naught I is there, I indicates the enclosed current. Then to make it clearly, the enclosed current means this is a closed path, inside the closed path how much current is there, that is enclosed current. To indicate that I wrote ENC, ENC indicates the enclosed current, like that. To make it clear, okay, I am using the terminology which is comfortable for you. Okay, right here I enclosed means that is enclosed current in the loop, that means the current inside the loop, this is the loop we are taking, that is enclosed current. Okay, both are correct, Babu, you can use any one notation. Okay, clear? Okay, okay, let us go for the continuation, whatever I am telling, that Ampere circuit law statement I gave. Mr. Suklal Gagra, is it time to join in the class? Suklal, at what time you are joining? Then at what time? No, no, no. I am not accept to join after the 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, if anybody giving the request, then every time it is very difficult for me to admit. I'm already in teaching, then in the middle you are disturbing so many members. That's why I am not accepting your request. Okay, try to join timely, everybody. Today so many members joined lately, right? Within 5 minutes you should join, everybody. Don't take more than 5 minutes, right? In Ampere circuit law, the small element is taken on the closed loop. You see here, in the Bad-Savart law, small element is taken on the wire, but in Ampere circuit law, while applying Ampere circuit law, for example, this is the current wire, this is the current wire. I am taking the closed loop around the current wire like this. This is a closed loop around the current wire. Okay, and how to write the closed loop? How I know that I should draw it here? For example, if you want to find out the magnetic induction, if you want to find out the magnetic field at some distance r from the wire, here I want to find out the magnetic field. The magnetic field will be along the tangent like this, it will be there. That is inward or outward, that you know, based on the right hand thumb rule. You know, right hand thumb rule you have to use. That is, the curled fingers indicates the magnetic field when the thumb shows the current. If the thumb shows the current and then the curled fingers indicates the magnetic field, right? Then this is the magnetic field direction. You should take the small element on the loop. This is the small element. This is the small element on the loop. We have to take the small element on the loop. Where you are drawing the loop, at what point you want to find out the magnetic induction due to this current wire, straight current wire. At r distance I want to find out the magnetic field. By using r as radius, you make a closed loop, that is a circle, and on the circle you take the small element. That element length is the dl. This, like this, in this case, then according to Ampere circuit law, line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path. Okay, integration b bar dot dl bar is equal nu naught times of enclosed current. In this loop, how much current is there? That is I. Like this, we have to write the Ampere circuit law. Right? In this Ampere circuit law, dl means small element on the loop, not on the wire. And in Bad-Savart law, small element dl means it is on the current wire. This is the major difference between the Bad-Savart law and Ampere circuit law. The both laws are useful to find out the magnetic induction. Okay, right? Now you got the Ampere circuit law statement. What is Ampere circuit law statement? That is the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. Just you have to give the statement based on the equation. You see, this is line integral of what? Magnetic induction. Line integral of B is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. Nu naught times of enclosed current. You have to give the statement of the Bad-Savart law based on the what? Equation. You can remember it. Okay, now proof of Ampere circuit law. How we can give the proof of Ampere circuit law? Okay. Proof of Ampere circuit law. Let us go for the proof. How we will give the proof for the Ampere circuit law? Right, let us start. It was very simple to give the Ampere circuit law proof. Okay, what we are doing it here, we have to take a current wire, that is a straight current wire. Okay, you take it as the current wire, straight current wire. Okay, infinite current wire, this one. Okay, infinite straight current wire, infinite straight current wire. And at r distance I want to find out the magnetic induction, right? At r distance I want to find out the magnetic induction. By using that r distance, you form a closed loop. This is a closed loop. Okay, The current is flowing upward direction like this. And what you have to do it here, you have to take the small element on the loop. I am taking the small element on the loop. The element length is the dl, and when the current is flowing upward, what is the magnetic induction direction at here? What is the magnetic induction direction? Magnetic induction will be like this there, b bar. Okay, b bar will be like this there. This is the direction of the b bar, and b bar, dl bar, both are along same direction. You see how I know that b bar is like this there? You know, you have to use the right hand rule. Okay, according to that, what you have to do, you have to hold the current carrying wire in such a way that curled fingers indicates the magnetic field and the thumb indicates the direction of current. You see, the thumb is upward like this, it is there. Thumb is upward, that is the direction of the current. Curled fingers will be like this there. Fingers are coming from here and entering this side, right? The field is entering this side. This is the field, and field is coming out this side. That is the field lines. According to the right hand thumb rule, thumb indicates the current. Thumb indicates the current. Curled fingers indicates the. What indicates curled fingers? Tell me, Babu. Curled fingers indicates the magnetic induction. Very good, very good. Curled fingers indicates the magnetic field or the magnetic induction. Magnetic field or the magnetic induction. The field is like this there, along the tangent it will be there. Okay. And you can also write like this also. Current this side, like this it is coming, field. This side entering, that's why we can write it as a cross. And this side coming out, that's why dot. You know, like this also, cross field is there, dot field is there left side, right? You know very well everything. Every class you should follow regularly, otherwise you cannot understood anything, because this is not a story and not a cinema to understood, because it is always linked with the previous topic. Okay, and this chapter you have to follow continuously, because every topic is linked with the other. Okay, I am going to start it. Integration b bar dot dl bar, I want to prove the Ampere circuital law. Integration b bar dot dl bar is equal formula is what we write as a bar dot b bar formula, ab cos theta, you know? Yes or no? A bar dot b bar is ab cos theta, b bar dot dl bar is b dl cos theta. And but from figure we write one thing, from figure we write b bar parallel to dl bar, is it correct? B dl bar along the same direction, then the angle between them is 0. You substitute in above equation, then what you will get, that we will get as integration b dl cos 0, you will get cos 0 value is 1, and the next b we write outside because it is a constant, we write as integration dl. Okay, and b into integration dl is what? Dl is the small element on the closed loop. Integration dl is the full circle length. This is a closed loop, right? Closed loop. And what about this? This is a straight current wire. Straight current wire. Right now, students? Okay. B into integration dl. What is integration dl? Integration dl is the 2 pi r from the figure. Right? Okay. But we know one thing. One more point we can write it here. But we know B is the magnetic induction due to straight infinite current wire. What is the magnetic induction due to straight infinite current wire? Do you know? It is a straight current wire at all distance. B formula yesterday I derived, okay, from Bayes Savart law, right? In the note I gave that one. Anybody remember? Magnetic induction due to straight current carry. Yes. Is it correct what I wrote? Okay, integration dl from the figure, what we write? 2 pi r. Yes or no? Okay, next we substitute these values in above equation, then what you will get? Integration. Okay, b formula we write as Here we have B integration dl. We write as B is nu naught I by 2 pi r, and integration dl formula we write as 2 pi r. They will cancel with each other. Finally, what we are getting? Nu naught I we are getting, right? That means what we are taking initially, integration b bar dot dl bar. What you got finally? Nu naught I we got. That means finally we got it as integration b bar dot dl bar is equal to nu naught I. Completed the proof. Any doubt in this proof? It was very simple proof. Okay, you see, first you take integration b bar dot dl bar, then b dl cos theta, b formula, right? B dl are parallel, that's why theta 0 we are writing. Then you substitute in that b dl cos 0, here we will get b, you write outside because it is a constant. Integration dl you will get b formula is nu naught I by 2 pi r, integration dl formula is 2 pi r. Then from above equation you will get as b into integration dl, that is b formula, dl formula we are writing integration dl formula. Finally we are getting this one. Left side we are taking integration b bar dot dl bar, right side we got nu naught I. That means the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path. This is a closed path, green color line. Around that closed path we did the integration of magnetic induction. Then we got that it is equal to nu naught times of current enclosed in this path, in this green closed path, green color closed path circle, right? Current enclosed is I. Is it correct? Current enclosed is inside the green color circle, current enclosed is I. Then we got as nu naught I. Yes, students, if you have any doubt, you can ask me fast. It's not component, it is a formula that you learned in the 11th class motion in a plane chapter. It's a direct formula will be there, no components. A bar dot b bar formula is a by cos theta, and a bar cross b bar formula is ab sin theta. There are two formulas are there, you should remember it. Okay, a bar dot b bar is ab cos theta. Dot is there means cos will comes, cross is there means sin will comes. Here dot is there, that's why cos came. If cross is there, then it will comes sin. You should remember a bar dot b bar is ab cos theta, b bar dot dl bar is b dl cos theta. If a bar cross b bar is there, ab sin theta will be there, but this is not there now. Here it is a bar dot b bar only, ab cos theta. That is the formula, you remember it. There are two formulas are there. One is a bar dot b bar equal to ab cos theta, and other one is a bar cross b bar equal to ab sin theta. Okay, any more? Yes, vectors are multiplied in two ways, not general multiplication. Not general multiplication. It is not said to be multiplication in our mathematics. It is the vector multiplications. Vector multiplications are two types are there. One is scalar or dot product, and other one is vector product. Dot product and cross product. Between them dot if you will keep, that is a dot product. Between them cross if you will keep, cross product. There are two types of products, multiplications are there for the vectors, right? One is dot and other is cross. Okay, in general multiplication you will not get this cross na. Now b into dl is a general multiplication. You see here b bar dot dl bar, I wrote b dl cos theta na. In this b dl is b dl cos theta is in general multiplication. In general multiplication is 2 into 3. For example, 2 into 3 is there. That we cannot write 2 into 3 into cos theta. Is it right? 2 into 3 means 6. That's all. This is the general multiplication. In the general multiplication, 2 into 3 means 2, 3 cos sin theta, like that we cannot write. Na? Okay. Next, let us go for the one more application of this one. Very, very important point I am going to explain now. Okay. That point is that once again I am going to derive the formula for the magnetic induction due to infinite straight wire by using Ampere circuit law. Okay, applications of Ampere circuit law, right? Ampere circuit law also used to find out the magnetic induction. Okay, Ampere circuit law, applications of Ampere circuit law. Let us start. The first application is for magnetic induction due to infinite straight current carrying wire. Magnetic induction due to infinite straight current carrying wire. What is this? How to apply this? Let us take this is a straight current wire. It carries high current. Around this you take a closed path. This is a closed path. Okay, I will explain clearly, you remember it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. This is infinite straight current wire. Okay. Due to this, I want to find out the magnetic induction. Where you want to find out? I want to find out at a distance r from the infinite straight wire. I want to find out the magnetic induction. Then by considering that distance as radius, you make a circle. That circle is the closed path. Why we are taking it as a closed path? Because it is close to the current wire, na? That's why it is closed path. Then how you know here you are drawing the closed path? Because I am drawing the closed path based on the one point. This is the current wire. Due to current wire, I want to find out the magnetic field. Where I want to find out? At r distance I want to find out. That r distance you take as where you want to find out the magnetic induction. That point distance, here I want to find out the magnetic induction. Right, this is the point. At here I want to find out the magnetic induction. That is at r distance. That r distance you take as radius and form a circle. That circle is the closed path. On the closed path, the field is d, and small element length we can take as the dl. Okay, right, let us start. We have to take the small element on the closed loop in case of while applying the ampere circuit law, you have to take the small element on the closed loop. Okay, that dl is a vector. Its direction is in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, according to the ampere circuit law, what we know? Do you know ampere circuit law? Yes or no? What is that, students? Are you there? Integration d bar dot dl bar is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. Okay, but one thing you know from figure, right? But you know, we write b bar dot dl bar as bdl cos theta. Okay, is equal to nu naught enclosed current. But from figure we write like this: b bar parallel to dl bar, but b bar parallel to dl bar. That's why we write theta is 0 and current enclosed in the path, current enclosed in blue line. Inside the blue line, how much current is there? Right? That is I. These two conditions you substitute in above equation, you will get like this. How you will get? Integration, tell me fast. B dl cos 0 is equal to nu naught I. This b you write outside because it is a constant. Integration dl cos 0 value is 1 is equal to nu naught I. Next, b into integration dl is what? Integration dl from the figure. dl means a small element on the closed loop blue line. Then integration dl means a full closed loop length, that is in circle shape. Circle length is the 2 pi r. Is it correct? That is equal to circumference. or the perimeter of the circle is equal to nu naught I. I want the B formula, that is B is equal to, we got is nu naught I by 2 pi r. Right students, clear? From this we say that the B is proportional to current and B is inversely proportional to R. And if we draw the graph, okay, B versus R graph, if you draw, B versus R graph, if we draw, then how we will get? Let us take the B on y axis, R on x axis, then the graph you will get like this. That is, when R increases, B decreases. If you go away from the current wire, R increases. If you go away from the current wire, R increases, then B decreases. We will get the graph like this, because B is inversely proportional to R. It is not a straight line, it is a curve, right? Got it, students? This is the application. Understood everything?